Good morning. Welcome back.
Yes.
This morning we're on our way to Farbay Beach.
Farbay Beach is a quiet, unspoilt coastal spot known for its clear waters, soft sands and peaceful atmosphere, surrounded by rugged cliffs and natural scenery. It's a kind of place where you can relax, listen to the waves and feel completely away from the crowds. It's perfect for a calm walk, a quick swim or just taking in the beauty of a more hidden seaside escape. Although the sea looks pretty stormy there, there's actually not a breath of wind. So I managed to get the drone up there, hopefully you enjoyed their shots. We had the beach to ourselves for a wee while, but there's a couple other people came on now, so we've got to share. Watch yourself. Jeez, that's still coming. Next we move on to Castle Varrick. So here's where we're heading. What's it called, Hazel?
Castle Varrick.
Castle Varrick. Well remembered. So it's about 20 minute, half an hour walk. So we'll walk up there and hopefully get some nice drone shots up there and the views. It's supposed to be spectacular if Hazel saves it. Castle Varrick is a historic ruin perched on the hills above the village of Tongue in northern Scotland. Believed to date back to the 14th century, it was once a stronghold of the clan Mackay and played a role in overseeing the surrounding lands and coastline. Today, only parts of the stone walls remain, but the climb up is well worth it. At the top, you're rewarded with stunning panoramic views over the Kyle of Tongue, nearby mountains and the wild Highland landscape. It's a peaceful, slightly remote spot that combines history, scenery and a real sense of Scotland's past. This castle reminds me of one of the Highlander films where Sean Connery was standing on a bit of the castle like that. I'm sure he gets killed. If that's right, somebody can just say in the comments, yeah, that was the movie. This is probably not the one, but you know the film I'm talking about. That's us drove along the north of Scotland and we've got to the furthest point in Durness and there's a wee place called Smoo Caves which we're just about to take you down and have a wee look at. Smoo Cave is one of Scotland's most impressive natural attractions, combining both sea and freshwater cave systems. Formed over thousands of years by the force of the ocean and a powerful inland stream, it features a huge entrance chamber, one of the largest sea cave openings in Britain. Inside you'll find a dramatic waterfall cascading into the cave, adding to its atmosphere. Visitors can explore the main chamber freely or take a guided tour deeper into the cave during certain times of the year. Surrounded by rugged cliffs and coastal scenery, it's a unique spot that blends geology, history and a sense of adventure. Sango Bay is a beautiful sandy beach just 5-10 minutes up the road from Smoo Caves. Known for its turquoise waters and sweeping views over the Atlantic, it's easily accessible yet still feels wild and unspoilt. It's a great spot for a short walk, taking in the scenery or watching waves roll in against the rugged coastline. Back in Morag again and we drive along the coastline for about another 10-15 miles to this wee spot. We're going to a beach today called Sandwood Beach, which is supposed to be one of the most beautiful beaches in Britain.
And it's a 4-mile walk from the car park.
4.5 mile walk there.
So we are that's right. Quiet.
Yeah, so it's not the best of weather today, but it's dry.
It's dry, no sun, it's dry, a bit windy. But...
Yeah, you've just got to take what you can get when you're on the NC500 basically, so we'll go along to this beach and see what we find. So There we are, this is Sandwood Bay, said to be one of the nicest beaches in Britain. Unfortunately, it's not the sunniest today,
No,
but it's absolutely beautiful. And we've got it ourselves today.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, yeah, the weather's not the best, but hey ho, it's still really nice, spectacular views. I got the drone up for a wee minute or two there during the showers, so hopefully I can get some nice footage out of that. But yeah, if you just look down here, some big waves today as well. Be a surfer's paradise here. Sandwood Bay is a stunning and remote beach on Scotland's northwest coast, famous for its mile-long stretch of golden sand and dramatic Atlantic waves. Backed by rolling dunes and framed by cliffs, it feels completely untouched. Reaching it requires a scenic 4-mile walk which keeps it quiet and peaceful. It's often regarded as one of the most beautiful beaches in the UK. Hi there, well this is the wee park up I found for tonight in Kinloch Bervie. It's a community run place, it's £15 a night with electric hookup, grey and black waste, grey and black waste dump, and you can top up with fresh water. You pay up at the spa. There's also toilets and showers 500 metres along the road. The showers use £1 coins, and I've not been along here to use it yet, so I'll give you a wee update if they're okay or not. But lovely wee spot, right on in a wee harbour, protected for the wind. It's nice and calm here. It's nice and sunny. It was a bit rainy earlier on, but absolute class wee park up for tonight. Kinloch Bervie is a small remote fishing village on Scotland's northwest coast, known for its rugged beauty and strong connections to the sea. It's one of the country's most important ports for landing prawns and other seafoods, giving it a working, authentic feel. Surrounded by dramatic cliffs, lochs and nearby beaches like Sandwood Bay, it's a great base for exploring the wild landscapes of the far north. Quiet and unspoilt, it offers a real sense of escape and traditional Highland life. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. We had a really good night last night staying over in Kinloch Bervie.
Kinloch Bervie,
It was really quiet, peaceful. This morning we've got up and we've driven to just before the Kalesku Bridge. We're heading south now, aren't we?
We're heading back down south ways, down the west coast.
We're just not sure where we're going to stop at next. We're just going to see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll just take the day as it comes. Behind us is the Kalesku Bridge. Absolutely cracking view. I did hope to get my drone up today, but it's really windy, so I don't think I'll be up. So this will be the only kind of view we get off it. So yeah, we're heading back down the way now that we've hit the north and then coming back down west. And it's to be really windy tonight, so we're kind of looking for a park up on the way down as we go.
Something a bit sheltered, aren't we?
50 odd mile an hour winds tonight, so we'll need to find somewhere that's sheltered. So we're not planning anything major today, we'll just be going down the road and just taking it as we go. Kalesku Bridge is an elegant, sweeping concrete bridge that curves across the sea loch at Kalesku. Opened in 1984, it replaced a small ferry crossing and quickly became an iconic landmark on the North Coast 500 route. Surrounded by dramatic mountains and water, it's not just a crossing point but a scenic highlight, offering stunning views in every direction. Good morning.
It's been a couple of days since I last showed you a video of Clashnessy Falls, and we came to Loch Inver because the weather warning for really strong winds for a couple of days. So we came to this wee place, which was absolutely spot on. It was £10 a night, and we stayed here for the 2 nights, and it was totally sheltered from the horrendous winds that we had, sort of thing. So spot on, £10 a night. They've got showers in there. You can empty your waste, which you pay through your card. I think it was £9. They've got fresh water. They've got waste disposal, grey waste. So yeah, we're back on the road today, and we're heading to Ashmelvick Castle, I think it is. So we'll head that way and see what the weather's like there. It's still a bit breezy, but hopefully it's okay. I can get some good shots and get the drone up for you. So we'll see you then. So this is Loch Inver Ladder, quite a famous place to come to get something to eat for pies. Pies are quite famous. So I went for the chicken curry pie, and Hazel's went for
Not a pie.
for the chicken burger. I'm sure it'll be very nice. So that was Loch Inver Ladder. The amazing pie there, and this chicken curries you've seen, but really worth a visit. Absolutely amazing. Back to the van because it's freezing.
Ardfert Castle is a hauntingly beautiful ruin set in the shores of Loch Assynt in the Scottish Highlands. Built in the 16th century by the MacLeods of Assynt, it once served as a stronghold guarding the surrounding land. Today, its crumbling stone walls stand against a backdrop of mountains and water, creating a dramatic and atmospheric scene. Rich in local legend and history, it's a popular stop for visitors exploring the area and perfect spot for photography.
Hi, welcome back. So we've just turned up at Corrieshellish Gorge, which is run by the National Trust of Scotland.
Yeah.
It's just about 10-15 minutes along the road from Ullapool. It's supposed to be some spectacular sights, so we'll go and have a wee look and see what we can see.
Corrieshellish Gorge is a dramatic slot-like gorge in the Scottish Highlands, about a mile long, up to 60 metres deep, and carved by glacial meltwater at the end of the last ice age. A stunning example of how water can shape rugged landscapes. The Falls of Messach, a 45-metre high cascade, thunder into the chasm, and there's a Victorian-era suspension bridge and modern viewing platform that let you peer down into the canyon. Today, it's a national nature reserve managed by the National Trust for Scotland, with woodland trails and a new visitor centre opened in 2023, making it one of the northern Scotland's most striking natural attractions.
So at this point, Hazel made me run 150 metres, 200 metres to come and get this shot. Absolutely knackered. So we've came back to the gorge, which is absolutely amazing, Corrieshellish Gorge, and we've came to the wee cafe, which is quite reasonably priced for somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. So great wee space, really nice, sitting in first seats and stuff like that. So yeah, we've got wee coffee and a toasty and a bacon roll. So we'll tuck in, we'll see you soon.
The Ballachnaba or Applecross Pass is one of Scotland's most iconic mountain roads, cut through the rugged Applecross Peninsula in the Northwest Highlands. It climbs to around 626 metres and is famous for its hairpin bends, steep gradients and sweeping views of Loch Kishon and the surrounding mountains. Built in the 1820s, it was designed to connect the remote village of Applecross with the rest of the Highlands and remains one of the highest roads in the UK. Today, It's a magnet for tourists, cyclists and driving enthusiasts, offering breathtaking panoramas, opportunities to spot wildlife and a sense of adventure really found on modern roads. The pass can be challenging in winter due to snow and ice, but in summer it's celebrated as one of Scotland's most scenic drives. At this time of year the roads are pretty quiet, but in the summertime the roads can be very busy, so it's probably advisable to do it pretty early in the morning or later on at night, and just make sure that you're courteous to local drivers who are travelling to and from work over this difficult crossing.
Hi, welcome back. We've not been on filming for the last few days just because the weather's been so bad. Really, we've had really strong winds, hail, sleet, snow, everything. So we've just not been able to film. But we have stopped at a few places, and we've got a few pictures and things.
Yeah, as I've been driving along, I've had the install on, so you'll have seen some of the places that were passed through, but it really wasn't worth getting out and filming. You wouldn't have heard us speaking because the wind was kind of trying to knock us over. So at the moment we're at the Kyle Locals, just before you go on to Skye. You can see the Skye Bridge behind us. So we're just going to end this video here, and I really hope you've enjoyed our NC 500 trip, because that will be the end of the actual journey.
It's been an amazing journey, even with the weather. We were lucky for about 10 days, weren't we? We've got really good weather, and then we just had rain
true.
come in. So it's been great.
Yeah, it has been. A lot of stuff was open, which all the stuff kind of opens up in April sort of time. So we came there because we didn't want to be in the kind of
like when it's so busy.
When it's really busy and stuff. So we've really enjoyed the
quietness of
the quietness the last couple of weeks that we've had. So that was our journey, and I hope you enjoyed it. So please like and subscribe to our channel if you did enjoy it, and come back and watch us on our next video, where we'll be heading over the bridge behind us, and we'll head to Skye. So it's cheerio for us, and it's toodaloo from the Magoos. Bye.
Bye.